Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome to a special Multiversus stream. This is the after Halloween special. I don't know. Amber needs some downtime, so I'm going to do some filler. But hopefully you guys can help me out here, because in order for me to do the Halloween Rift, I need some help from you guys, because lo and behold, 100,000 heroic points. That's just mean and nasty and vindictive. That's crazy. Also, I can't even do this one yet. So I'm going to need to bring some lucky peeps in. And we're going to have to go through a lot of stuff in order to, you know, pull this off. Which is crazy, but it is what it is. Because I don't have enough points. Can you believe that? I think that's nuts, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. I don't know. Daily reward. There it is. Halloween cookie. Mwah. I don't think I have anything else of... Do I have anything of trade value? Anything at all? Ooh, a blossom thingy. Kawaii. I didn't have one of those before. Now I do. Now I have one of the blossom things. Custom cart. Well, that's new. Beetlejuice, bugs, and whatever. Okay, what are the daily missions today? Hollywood. What? Where are all my claims, yo? Oh. Okay, yo. Whoa, scary. How long does this... When does this end? 1 day? So I gotta get on that. Okay, so we have to finish that. Ring out. Into the bottom of the blast zone is easier said than done. Hit the ground with down specials. Hit air neutral specials. What is an air neutral special? Explain that to me. I don't know what that is. Hit ground side effects with a crossover character. Okay. You are ready, Game Wing? All right, let's do this, bro. Let's go. Let's bring somebody into this thing. Right? Well, that's bringing money into this. Let's not do that. Game Wing is you. Right? Matthew? Is that correct? Is that not correct? Special. Oh. Intro. Riffs. All right. Yes. Did we get... All right, Matthew's in. Okay, cool. So, like I said, we got work to do. Got some work to do now. Okay, Matthew. We just have to... Whatever it is. Oh, Powerpuff. Dun, 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 dun. Hit with side specials. Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm not reading all this. I'm not reading... No, I'm not reading. I'm not reading any of that. Will Ace Attorney be tomorrow? Did it get 1,000 views? If not, then it will be Marvel vs. Capcom. Did Ace Attorney get 1,000 views? Survey says... started. Yes! Yes, it did. So yes, Ace Attorney will be tomorrow. Ace Attorney got 1,000 views, so Ace Attorney will be tomorrow. That's the rule. That's the rule.
Time to put it into overdrive.
Tell me, Mr. Roger.
Match point for blue team.
You got Powerpuff. Ah! I got Powerpuffed with a, woohoo! Bring out at the bottom of the blast zone. Oh, that's actually pretty useful with the Powerpuff Girls. There you go, Matthew. No one cares about the Powerpuff story, 'cause I did it before. Powerpuff. Fighto. Yeah. Amber, of course, did all the voices of the Powerpuff Girls back at the beginning of Season 3. So we are just trying to do some stuff that we never did, because reasons.
Let's get this started.
Yes, we unlocked the Rowdy Rough Boys. It did happen. Rowdy Rough Boys were unlocked. I will use those skins if I get the opportunity, because why not?
Perfect opportunity to practice some of those new combos. That looked like it hurt.
Match point for blue team.
Yeah, baby, you hit like a girl.
Success.
Hi, hi.
Then I'm gonna biff, and you're gonna win.
Expecting the Rowdy Rough Boys? I can't select the skin yet, but I will. As soon as I'm able to select the Rowdy Rough Boy skin, I'll totes do it. Give toast. I don't want to do the golf if I can avoid it. Do 50 attack damage. Okay. Nope, it's still making me play as the girls. I'm no weirdo. Yes, yes you are.
Let's get this
I'm building up
started.
my stomach immunity for doing VR after this. So I'm drinking a can of ginger ale now to help my stomach be settled. I'm not looking forward to VR.
Let the professor down.
VR Trooper. Trooper Supreme. We are VR. No. Oh
Match point for blue
dear.
team.
Get here, fool.
No more Mr. Nice Martian.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Back here.
Success. Match point for
Where's Amber? Amber needs to sleep.
Townsville is safe.
Do 50 attack damage. I did more than 50 attack damage, fool. Alright, let's do that one more time. I need to do 50 attack damage? How? What? I did. I did do 50 attack damage. I did more than 50 attack damage. Fine. The streets were empty on Halloween? Yep. Not many people go trick-or-treating anymore. They go,
Let's get this started.
they go to people's houses and they have Halloween parties. Or they do stuff at schools or community centers. You don't see a lot of kids trick-or-treating anymore. I didn't see any kids trick-or-treating. I heard
These losers don't stand a chance.
heard no doorbells. Hold back, Matthew. I gotta get 50. I have to do 50 damage to this fool.
Where's the
Okay, that was 200.
Match
We'll
point
do it
for
again.
blue team.
I have returned stronger than.
Well, I mean, that was 300. If the game can't see that, it's wicked blind, man. Alright, there we go. Cool. Cool beans.
And that's what we call the
Spooky
Buttercup Special.
cookies.
I'm trying something.
Alright, we're good. Hooray! I'm not doing golf. Skip you, I'm not doing golf. Alright, bring in another player. So somebody wants to see Rowdy Rough Boys? Let's do it. Bam! Bam! Rowdy Rough Boys. Right there. Yeah, that's wild. I remember trick-or-treating until at least the early 2000s. I think
Let's
the
get
last
this
time I went
started.
trick-or-treating was in the year 2000. I've been to Halloween parties in college years. I stopped attending Halloween parties when I had a girlfriend, though. Because the girls' Halloween costumes were always kind of college.
Match point for blue
A
team.
little scandalous.
Success.
I never invited Amber to any of those Halloween parties either, because I didn't want guys to... For one, I knew she would never wear an outfit like that in public, which is good. And two, I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable at any of those parties, because those in college Halloween parties, am I right? I don't know what Gen Z Halloween parties are like, but Halloween parties in the 2000s, like, girls definitely Did not leave much to the imagination at those parties. Probably today everybody dresses like Puritans. I don't know. No idea. A tower with 3 bombs inside to defuse. Nope. On Halloween, I took Amber. We watched movies.
Started.
When we were dating, we would watch movies, or we would go to the movies. I took her out to dinner on one Halloween night, just like a regular dinner. Nothing fancy. After we got married, we were expecting trick-or-treaters, but they never came. Even in Massachusetts, we never had any trick-or-treaters. Which is wild. The last time I remember seeing trick-or-treaters, my grandparents told me it would have been like, I'm trying to remember what year it was. I think it was like 2010. My grandma said that they still had trick-or-treaters come to their door, and Amber and I were like, what? Really? Because we lived in Boston, we didn't see trick-or-treaters. We lived in Boston from 06 through 2011. My wife and I, and then we moved to the Cape Cod area because there was a good thing going on for like renter stuff or whatever. We got a good deal on a place to live. Very nice community, right down at the Cape. Because people were complaining about us in our Boston apartment when we were doing our job. And keep in mind, this was before Amber and I were recording like really late at night. When we moved to the Cape, we would do all our recordings like, we would start probably around 9 or 10 o'clock, we would start recording videos. And then there was no problem. And then when we moved to Pennsylvania, we became basically full-time streamers and stuff like that. Linky, what are you doing? Linky wants to lie on the blanket. Alright, thank you for the help. We became full-time streamers in Pennsylvania. Never had any noise complaints. We've had a couple noise complaints where we live now. In this part of Pennsylvania, but... let's go with the Rowdy Rough Boys again, because we can. Aha! Sure, it doesn't matter. Think the narrator, blah, blah, blah. Did I watch the original Powerpuff Girls in the 2000s? Yes. Hey, what are you doing? You eating something you shouldn't eat? Okay, you're just... I've never seen a cat put his face
Let's get this started.
like, into his biscuits. You know how cats make biscuits? I've never seen a cat, like, literally put their face into the biscuit making. It's weird. Link does that, though. When Link makes biscuits,
And this is all
which
they
you know what? It basically looks like a cat is, like, kneading dough or something. He puts his face right into the biscuit making. Zelda doesn't do that. Zelda stretches and she makes her biscuits. Link puts his face, like, right into it, like he's sniffing his own paws. It's just like... It's weird.
Still nothing.
It's really, really weird. Hey, buddy, how's it going? I was talking about you. Rowdy Rough Boys. Because we're rough and rowdy. They don't talk very much. Hi, Link. Don't play with the VR.
Success.
Don't play with the VR. Hi.
Oh, you wanna cry about it? Gonna cry?
Oh gosh, there they are. They do say something. Blossom, Buttercup, whatever's. Okay. Still gotta earn points. Alright, let's see. Bring another player in. We will bring another player in as the Rowdy Rough Boys. Bam! Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
Let's get this started.
Anton Blast? I don't know what that is. Why are you sniffing me? What is going on with your sniffer today? Bam! Whee! You gonna cry? Yeah. Buddy, stay away from the VR machine. No. Ignite an opponent. Wasn't this glitch last time? I think it was. Hey, pal. You can't mess with that VR thing. That's the only way to plug that in. Come here. Come here. Hey, I don't want to use that thing any more than, you know, you do, but, like, I also don't want to get electrocuted. I don't want to link start and then get blasted. They're in luck. I just finished raising my own little batch of cuties. Ready for clown school? No. No. I said do not bite that.
Let's get this started.
I said do not bite that wire. I only have one way to charge that thing. No.
And so destiny leads me here.
Will I be doing Mario and Luigi Brothership a day early? Yes. I go where I want to go.
I know your moves.
Bam! Yes!
Match point for blue team.
That's the fastest way to do that ground thingy. Oh, I messed up. Hey. Hey, what is going on with you? Come here.
Yes, I
Time to
knew
lie
you could
down.
do it.
Come here. Blah! Hit an enemy at the bottom of the blast zone. That's actually really easy to do. I'm gonna do that one again. Whoa! What are you doing? Stop that. It freaked me out, man. Okay, alright, alright. This one has to be the Powerpuff Girls. The Powerpuff Girls. Okay. I can't play as a character that has freeze breath. Can I? What is it? Why you got a sad meow? What's going on? What? What? What's going on? Because I told you you can't chew on the VR wire, you're gonna give me a sad meow? Huh? Because you can't chew on the VR wire because I don't want you to turn into a Christmas tree cat? Is that why you're giving me sad meow? What are you doing? If you bite that wire, I'm putting you in the basement. You have a choice.
Let's get this started.
You have a choice. A choice to either be a good boy or a boy that's in the basement. What are you doing now? Bam! Yeah. Wait. Get Link chew toys? He's not a dog. Cats don't have chew toys. Cats don't do the chew toys. That I know of. I know. Just make sure you get sleep, honey. Okay. Cats don't really do chew toys. Alright, the DLC for River City Girls is November 12th. With Billy and Jimmy Lee. That's cool. That's very cool. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. I forgot how to drive! I'm little girls, or little boys, I don't know how to drive. Rowdy rough boys. We're rowdy and rough. Oh, crud. Whee! Out of my way, chumps. Is she in the room with you? Okay, you can try to have her sleep up there with you. Okay. 9:15. Alright, honey, love you. Have a good sleep. Yo. Yep, have a good nap. Wait, is Shaggy beating me? Is Shaggy beating me? Am I lapping anybody? Wait, how many laps is it?
Success.
Okay, good enough. Nice job. Spooky Bucks. Let's go, Spooky. Let's go. Alright, we're doing this one. So, Rowdy Rough Boys continue? Why not? Link, is that you? Little punker? Linky. You've been kicked out of the bedroom because you're too, well, Link.
Let's get this started.
The Rowdy Rough Boys don't have a license? Yeah, probably. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so this was an impromptu stream, just so you guys know. So, if we could get the likes up, that'd be great. We're at 22 minutes and only 57 likes, so if you guys could smash that like button, share the video with a friend. Really helps out a lot. Because this was not a planned stream today. Amber was like, I can't do 4 streams today because I'm exhausted. It's like, okay, then I'll figure something out. So she set up a Multiversus stream for me, so here I go. Come and get it, Finn. Oh. Hey now. Whoa!
Okay, new strategy.
Linky. Ah! We're getting wrecked here.
Do a kickflip. Get ready to eat my sword. Watch your burn.
Uh-oh.
Straight to the fat bastard.
Okay, these guys aren't messing around.
Now it's personal.
Ah!
Match point for blue team.
Don't be sad, dude. I'm back.
Not a chance.
My gosh. Everything okay, Game Wing?
It's not my time.
Oh my gosh, what?
Computer, deploy rubber dog countermeasures.
Whoa! What's going on, Link? You tell Zelda's getting special treatment and that bothers you?
Back in action.
Oh gosh.
Match point for red team.
Aha! Link! Get down! Come here.
Please. I knew we could do it.
Oh my gosh! What was that? Murderous intent, that's what that was. Holy cow, Link. That's freaking terrifying. Alright, alright. Crossover character. Let's do Super Bugs. Super Bugs. Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy, fur monkey. Go away. What are you doing? You want to go in the basement? Is that what's going on? I can arrange that. Ah, let's go. Yeah, yeah. Time out, mister. Okay. I could corral that here cat and put him in the basement. Alright. What was he doing again? Oh, crossover. Alright, let's go. No, Link is in the basement. Link's being a bad boy. Peace and quiet at last. Now I don't have to worry about an orange caramel cat zipping around my house,
Let's get this started.
possibly attacking me while I'm streaming. It's a good feeling. Alright guys and gals, let's keep those likes up. Mods in the chat, if you guys could help with the likes, it'd be appreciated. Thank you very much. You're all breathtaking. Alright, so we're doing crossover in this. Oops. Oh no.
1 minute left.
1 minute left for what? Not being very specific.
Out of my way. Forward.
Uh-oh.
Now it's my time to shine.
Super bugs. Uh-oh.
Success.
Aha! Super bugs wins. I got some spooky coins too. That's always good.
Thank you. Thank you. No, please. You're too kind.
You're too kind, you see that? I'm too kind. Did I accomplish anything spooky and fun? No. Anything spooky here? No. Any spooky missions? Nope. Hit air neutral. Hit grounded side attacks. What are grounded side attacks? Grounded side attacks. Okay. Well, it looks like I have to play as the Powerpuff Girls again. Bat computer identified trio of blah blah blah.
Let's get this started.
No, I don't think I want to say that name anymore.
Blossom, Buttercup, are you ready?
Laser eyes. Oh no. I don't think I've ever used that name anyway. Way to go, Gameway. Pew 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 pew.
Success.
Not one of them got through. Awesome. Powerful, alright. Yeah, they were super powerful. Okay, where are we going with this? Crossover character. Da, 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 da. Ground attacks. Ground side attacks? What are ground side attacks? Alright guys, you're 60 after 30 minutes. Let's keep going. It's a scientist. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Bad scientist. Yikes.
Let's get this
Let's
started.
get this started. Oh. How can you get people to join? What do you mean?
What's
I don't
cooking?
understand what that means. Ground side attack as a kiss?
Gotta fly!
Really?
Flying snakes! Keep trying, creep!
Make room! Don't even think about it.
Okay.
Whoa! That was rather stupid of you, wasn't it? Jeez! Perhaps it's time to change up my strategy. Same old story.
Huh?
Whoop.
Out of time. Success.
I don't know how that's a success, but okay. Collect the drumstick. Nope.
Thank you! Thank you! No, please! You're too kind!
I have my moments. I don't know if kindness would be one of them, but... did that work? No! Oh, hit ground side attacks in PvP. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. Well, now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Whoopsies. Well, I thought that I was doing something good, but the answer was no. No, I wasn't. Welp! I wasted all those ground attacks for nothing. Gamewing is playing with me right now.
The infants of our tribe are stronger than you.
The infants of your tribe are stronger than the Powerpuff Girls?
Match point for blue team.
Harsh. Well, nothing happened there. Okay. Bloop. Bring in another player, playing as the Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff. Yeah, I'll probably play with people a little bit later on. I need to do a bunch of stuff in order to unlock the Halloween event. Halloween event is locked. Otherwise, I can't get the Clark Kent skin. This is a special, we gotta do some work stream.
This fight will be immortalized in story and song. Or at least a nice vase.
Match point for blue team.
Far greater than you have tried.
Dibs. Darn it. Why didn't you throw him down, game? That should have been a
Where
sadness.
did I park that jet?
That wasn't supposed to go down like that. Oh well. Alright, you. Where's Tom and Jerry? Bat Tom. Bat Tom. No Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger? Nope. Not yet. If any character will pop into this, it'll probably be Freddy Krueger. Who knows? I believe Freddy Krueger is a Warner Brothers horror movie villain. Michael Myers is not.
Sure you don't want to walk away? Coming through.
Match point for blue team.
You may surrender, or I'll put you down myself.
Success.
Oops. I got spooky cookies just for doing nothing? Cool. I did it! Hit neutral special.
Yes,
Huh?
remember.
Kind of wild seeing Jason versus the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, Goki. What a grouch. Not you, Goki. The, I think they're saying Black Adam is a grouch. Okay, so neutral special with, Tom and Jerry, I think. Crossover. Yeah. Alright guys, we're almost at 70 likes,
get
let's
this
keep
started.
going. Freddy Krueger should have come in the Halloween event. You'll probably see Freddy Krueger next year, or several
Fingers
years from now if
crossed
the
you
game's
actually
still
present a
around.
challenge.
Who knows?
Let us see if your little shield can defend against the destructive power of Emojo Dodo.
You cannot escape.
Saucer, you are embarrassing Mojo Dodo.
Match point for blue team.
Let's do that again, boys.
This is horribly disorienting.
Bye bye. Ah!
You may surrender.
Match point for red team.
Well, silence one opponent. Deal damage. Hit ground side attacks. Oh, hit air special. Alright, we're getting there. We are getting there. Nice. Toast. Toasty. Bring another player in. Okay. Auto equip. Oh, I have to play as the Powerpuff Girls. I have no choice.
Wah! I was wondering when you girls would finally arrive to fight me. Mojo Jojo. Oh, you have not seen Naughty yet. Face me! Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, they got the Roddy Rough boys in this, yep.
It is I who will be doing the fighting, and not you. I will defeat you. Because I am perfect, and you are not.
I like super funny.
I am the very definition of perfection.
How do they always do this?
They have laser eyes. That's how they do this. Pew, 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 pew.
Motododo will not take such disrespect to Motododo lying down.
I didn't like the remake. I saw the remake of Powerpuff Girls. I didn't like it. It wasn't as good as the original.
Success.
Da, 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 da. I thought Bubbles was annoying in the new one. She was funny in the original. They changed Bubbles' character too much. It was funny how unhinged Bubbles would get, and she would like scream at people randomly. Because the joke of the original Bubbles was Bubbles had this sweet and innocent demeanor, but if you crossed her or you messed with her hair, she would like turn into a psychopath. It was funny. And they, I don't know, they really, with the remake, they kind of like were very soft with their humor and stuff like that. It wasn't as funny. Like, I watched a couple episodes of the new Powerpuff Girls show. It wasn't very good. It was okay, but it wasn't very good. Only 31,000 after all that nonsense? You've got to be kidding me. How in the world do they expect you to get 100,000? Yo! Yo! Whatever. I need to change the scenery. We'll do the Batman Megamix next. Let's go. What reboots do I like? Thundercats 2011 was good. He-Man 2002 was good. They weren't better than the originals, but they were good. They were fine. What remake? What remake do I like besides that? Is there any other show that's come back? The Powerpuff Girls remake was okay, but it wasn't great. They didn't remake Courage the Cowardly Dog. They haven't done I Am Weasel. They haven't done Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Lab. They haven't brought that back.
I need to be another crossover character. I will be... You.
Oh yeah, Powerpuff Girls Z. Yeah. Powerpuff Girls Z was really good. At first, I didn't like it, but it grew on me because the show was really well done, and it was from like an anime Japanese perspective of the Powerpuff Girls. It was pretty good. Way better than the American remake.
Match point for blue team.
Pew!
Not cool.
Success.
Have I seen the DuckTales reboot? Yes, I have. The DuckTales reboot is okay, but it's not better than the original. Like, it's okay. I like David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck, but I prefer the original cast, and I like the stories in the original DuckTales. The new one, I think the thing that was off-putting about the new DuckTales is the fact that Huey, Dewey, and Louie just have, like, normal-sounding voices. And Webby is, like... Webby's kind of annoying. Webby was fun in the original, and she was sweet and kind, and Webby is kind of insufferable in the new one. And I don't like, it's either Huey, Dewey, or Louie. I can't remember which of the new nephews, but all their voices, I can't stand them. Gizmo Duck was cool in the remake, and I like the stuff they did with Darkwing Duck, having it be a TV show where the guy actually becomes Darkwing Duck. I thought that was kind of cool. Other than that, I mean, it was okay. I was hoping, like, with the new DuckTales show that it would spin off into a Darkwing show, but it hasn't happened. So, as far as I know. Let's see. Bat Rift. There hasn't been a new Darkwing Duck show yet, right? Like, they haven't spun off and made that? I don't have Disney anymore, so I don't know. I would think I would hear something about it if they did, though. Only Webigail you love is a rapper from Louisiana? Okay, Goki. I don't know rap either, so... I don't know. They keep hinting at a Darkwing Duck show, but nothing. Yeah, I hate when people tease that and don't give it to you. That's annoying. Boink.
Match point for blue team.
I'm usually tough.
That count toward my pumpkin cookie? Yeah! Let's go, pumpkin! Woo-woo! So we're in the Bat Rift right now, if people didn't know. You have Selena's cat right there. Got BMO. You don't really see much of Gotham. You just have the Batwing flying in the background there. That's the 89 Batwing, though. Nice touch there. Bring another player in. Daily rewards. Win the match. 200 attack damage. I can do that. Da-da-da-da-da. Bat Tom for the win. Hang back, Game Wing. I gotta get this bonus.
Let's get this started.
I have to hit Jason really, really hard.
Go murder some teens, why don't ya?
Bam! That's 300.
Match point for blue team.
No. Bat Tom, bam! Yeah, people didn't like the Joker 2 movie because Joker's a simp in the movie. And what else? What? Dude, 200 attack damage, it's still busted? Alright, that's it. We're gonna do that one again, Game Wing. I'm gonna come in with Batman, though. I'm gonna hit him really hard. Actually, you know what? Bruce Wayne's gonna do it. Wayne? Isn't Jason immortal? Probably. I have to do 200 plus attack damage? I did. I did 300. Weirdos. Alright, Jason. Behind you. Ring out damage.
Ever feel like you're in a simulation?
Bam! Try again.
Point for blue team.
On my account.
That's 400. Come on, game. That's literally 400. There we go.
That's why you always invest in
That's
Wayne.
why you always invest in Wayne. Okay, alright. I guess you could say that was waning. Never mind. Bring another player in. Yep, I'm gonna do crossover Tom again. I love crossover Tom and Jerry. Even though I'm not very good with Tom and Jerry, I think that they're funny. Crossover Batman Tom and Jerry is adorable. Yeah, he didn't, like... Sometimes the movie makes, like, good points from what a friend of mine told me, and then it just, like, jumps off the shark, so to speak, and, like, goes into a musical. And the whole thing between Harley and Joker just feels really awkward. They didn't need to make a sequel. Because, I mean, the sequel had very profound, like, meanings to it. And the sequel is just weird. And not weird as in, like, oh, this could be quirky and kind of fun. It's just weird. Oh, the scream. That horrific shriek. Ah! Nope. I'm almost done with my neutral air specials. Let's go. Oh, I don't really like the cannon thing. The cannon thing's kind of dumb. Win the match with a villainous character. Wouldn't that be Joker? I guess so.
Let's get this started.
Well, the original Joker movie was a very profound movie about society. And, you know, the effects of mental illness and all this other stuff. And, you know, how wound tight some people are and blah, 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 blah. And the sequel is just gobbledygook. It doesn't... It's just... I don't know. The studio really wanted to put Harley Quinn in it. And, you know, but the director got the last laugh because he's basically like, I'm never making a Warner Brothers movie ever again. So, you know, good for Todd Phillips or whatever. You know, that's what... So basically, after all this time, Warner Brothers still hasn't learned how to work with their talented directors and stuff like that because they expect certain things in their movies. And when it doesn't work, you know, and they try to blame it on the directors and stuff with all the interference. Because as far as I remember, the director of Joker didn't want to make a sequel. He was like, why would there need to be a sequel? And the studio just kept pushing for stuff, and, well, this is what happens with studio interference. Pretty evident. But I don't like musicals in general, so I think the audience involved with the Joker movie was very small in comparison, too, because it wasn't like people were rushing to see a weird R-rated musical.
Success.
It is what it is.
Some apocalypse prophecy fulfilled.
Yeah. Arkham Prophecy fulfilled. Good boy. Okay, we have to play as Batman. And have to play as Batman, a Batman I don't want to be. Ring out the enemy into the bottom of the blast zone. That's annoying. Oh, I have to be Keaton.
Let's get this started.
Is Batman Arkham Shadow one of my favorite Batman Arkham games? I like the story so far, but they could still screw it up. They've already messed up the Robin canon a little bit. I really feel like they used the bio of Dick Grayson for Arkham Knight and not from Arkham City, because Arkham City tells you exactly when Bruce Wayne adopts Robin. Arkham Knight does not. Arkham Knight is very vague in its description for the adoption of Dick Grayson in the Arkham universe. All it says in Arkham Knight is the Haley Circus incident happened, and then later Batman adopted Dick Grayson, and he became his first lieutenant on the War of Crime, you know, as Robin. Arkham City is more specific. Arkham City says, like, after the Haley Circus incident, Bruce Wayne was in attendance, and he saw Dick Grayson's parents die. And then he brought him into his family immediately. He took the boy in because of seeing the past trauma of his own parents' death. So, right there, you contradict Arkham Shadow, because Arkham Shadow, which is a prequel game, this is the problem I have with prequels, is prequel games, when something has already been established in the future, you have to follow that guideline. Now, there's ways they could have fixed this, though. They could have had Bruce Wayne adopt Dick Grayson at the Haley Circus event, and then Dick Grayson runs away from home like he did in the animated series, and he becomes a juvenile delinquent and a rat, right? You could do that, but you cannot have Leslie Tompkins adopt Dick Grayson as a ward, and then have him run off and become a rat, because in Arkham City, it says that Dick Grayson was brought into Bruce's family immediately after the circus incident. That literally means within a week of Dick Grayson's parents being murdered by Tony Zuko, he was brought into Bruce Wayne's, you know, guardianship. So what they should have had happen is you could still make Dick Grayson a rat, but what it should have transpired is he ran away from Bruce because Bruce neglected him, and Bruce, like, you know, was doing his whole Batman thing, and Dick didn't know. And because of, like, feeling like he's being abandoned by his foster father, he turns to, you know, criminal activities because the rats treat him like, you know, everybody else or whatever. So there's ways they could have gone about it. They just got really kind of, I don't know. I really feel like they paid attention to the Arkham Knight bios for the characters, and they forgot about Arkham City. That's what I think happened, if I'm being completely honest. So it does kind of make an oopsie with canon. But, you know, this always happens with prequel games. Arkham Origins messed up the canon, Arkham Blackgate messed up the canon, and Arkham Shadow kind of messed up the canon a little bit. It's not hard to follow, you know, what's already been done for you. You just have to do your research. And like I said, what probably happened is they used for reference the Arkham Knight bio of Dick Grayson and not the bio from Arkham City. No, the developers already confirmed it's Robin. That's the problem. Ryan already told me it's Robin. Because he was like, I heard what you said about our Dick Grayson Easter egg. It's like, Ryan, of course, being the big cheese in charge of Arkham Shadow. He didn't say our bad or anything. He was just like, it's what I expect. So Ryan knows me. Ryan knows how I do things, how I do business. So, like, I found a chink in their armor, like I do every Arkham game. It's a blessing and a curse.
Success.
But yeah, you didn't have to make the rat Dick Grayson either, but it's Dick Grayson. It's even, I think it's one of the voice actors who played Dick Grayson before, too. Same haircut, same everything, Haley Circus jacket, all that stuff. Because you have to remember, Shrike, Boone, or whatever his name is, he is a Nightwing villain. He had a close, like, friendship with Dick Grayson, even though, you know, Nightwing and Shirk or Shrike or whatever were enemies. Like, Boone and Dick Grayson were friends. So, and the fact that, you know, they say in the game that the Rat Lieutenant is friends with this kid who's like his little brother, I mean, it's pretty evident that the character is Dick Grayson. They made an oopsie, but, I mean... But the thing is, the Arkham City bio can't change unless Rocksteady goes in and makes, like, some type of patch for, like, every version of the game and changes it. It's canon. It's, like, what happened in Arkham City is canon. Because, remember, Paul Dini was writing a traditional origin for the Robins in Arkham City, so... But like I said, even with that established in Arkham City, all you would have had to do is just make some mention that Dick Grayson was brought into Wayne's guardianship immediately after the death of Grayson's parents, and he took down Tony Zuko, And then Grayson feeling neglected because this Bruce Wayne is a jerk. Let's be honest. The Bruce Wayne of the Arkhamverse, like after Arkham Origins, he's kind of a tool. So the idea of Dick getting fed up and, you know, running away from home and ending up on the streets and stuff like that, you know, a couple months after Blackgate or something, would make total sense. But they neglected to do that. So, I mean, I'm going to call them on it, but I still think the game is good. I'm very happy that they're continuing Arkham Origins, because, like I said, there's a lot of potential storytelling that you can do with Arkham Origins. There's at least, like, 10 years of Batman stories that you can squeeze in before Arkham Asylum, if you're really good at writing. I could do it. I could write several games. I could write, like, 6 different games leading up to Arkham Asylum. Even more, if I had to.
Let's get this started.
Introduction of Robin, introduction of Batgirl, Two-Face's first major crime, the war between Penguin and Joker that's talked about, that Zaz mentions in Arkham City, the earthquake incident that happened when Ra's al Ghul was digging for Lazarus Pits that caused a fallout in Arkham City, aka Gotham. That could be a whole game. There's lots of stuff you could do.
Match point for blue team.
And it all falls in canon with what happens, so that way you leave the bookend, the finale, is the Kevin Conroy aspect of the game, and you could have Roger Craig Smith be Batman for years, leading up to the events of Arkham Asylum. You could even end Roger Craig's tenure as Batman with him doing that mission that he talks about in Arkham Asylum, how he caught the Joker and it was so easy. You could have that be like literally the end of an Arkham game that basically runs right into the events of Arkham Asylum with Batman driving Joker to the asylum. That's how you could end Roger's time as Batman. After he's had, like, you know, 10 years worth of games or something like that. That'd be like a perfect tribute to the Arkham franchise as a whole, and, you know, there's not really much you can do after that except for, like, a prequel of Bruce's, like, year 1, which has never been a game. Because Arkham Origins is year 2, it's not year 1. The downfall of Carmine Falcone is Batman year 1. Like, where he goes after organized crime. He doesn't deal with costume characters in the Arkham universe until Arkham Origins. So you could have an entire game centered around the downfall of Carmine Falcone and the Maroni family and all that other stuff. Because remember, Batman's first year, he is basically a person who goes after mob enforcers. He takes a hit to a major blow to organized crime. But like I said, there's a lot you can play around with, and I really hope that Ryan and his team get to make another Arkham game. Even if it's VR, I think that, you know, maybe that's a good fit for Arkham right now. Who knows? I'm not sure. Yeah, Ryan is a very nice, polite guy. Yep. He knows I can be very critical, as well as, but, like, at the same time, he likes, he respects what I have to say, which I appreciate. I wasn't at it as a consultant because I didn't go down to the European thing. That happened at Gamescom, so I couldn't go there, so I didn't get listed as a consultant. And we only talked a couple times before the game came out, so we've emailed each other a few times since stuff, and I'm trying to really get him to do a post-interview because I really want to talk to him about the Robin thing. Not to embarrass him or anything, just like understand the thought process and how my running thing with WB Games and the Arkham games is they keep screwing up Robin. Like, every developer that has, minus the people who did Arkham Origins, because they did a solid multiplayer with Dick Grayson, but for the most part, if you think about it, every Arkham game, including the mobile games, mischaracterizes Robin. Every single one of them. They messed up Jason Todd, they messed up Nightwing, they messed up Tim Drake, especially the relationship between Tim and Barbara, as opposed to Dick and Barbara. Because all the people at Rocksteady knew at the time was that Robin had a thing for Batgirl and vice versa. What they didn't realize is that it was Dick Grayson in Batgirl. So, you know, that was a big oopsie. Because every time I talked to Rocksteady, they said, well, you know, Robin and Batgirl had this thing going. It's just we accidentally did the wrong Robin. And they just ran with it. Like, they got... I don't remember how it happened. I've not grilled them. I've roasted them over the years about it. Like, in a fun way. Not, like, in a vindictive, like, kind of, like, jerky way. Like, and for the most part, they roll with the punches. But yeah, even Arkham Shadow messed up Robin, basically. A little bit. Now, it would be perfect if Jason Todd was the Rat. Like, that would work really well. And Jason Todd is a fan of the Flying Graysons. Like, they could have left it ambiguous, but it's not ambiguous. Because remember, Jason Todd is a troubled youth. Dick Grayson wasn't. You know when Dick Grayson was a troubled youth, though? The New 52. New 52 DC Comics had had Dick Grayson as a troubled youth who got into mischief. So, I've always said that the Arkham Origins Batman takes heavy inspiration from the New 52 run, whereas the Paul Dini run of Arkham and Batman's later years is pre-52. So, Arkham Origins heavily based Batman's personality and his stories and mannerisms and how he interacts and all this other stuff, as well as the origins of the Robins from the New 52 lines of DC Comics. But the problem is, the bass, or the, you know, the bass drum, or the driving force behind the Arkham games was set in the pre-52 DC universe. That's how that Arkham Batman was established. And then when you add elements of the New 52 with Arkham Origins and Blackgate, it doesn't really mesh that well together with the later Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. What you have, Paul Dini orchestrated a perfect puzzle piece, right? Everything fit together neatly. The problem with some aspects of canon for Arkham Origins and Blackgate is the puzzle piece doesn't work. It's like misshapen, and then the writer is basically forcing the puzzle piece to connect to everything else. So they're kind of like hammering the piece into place. It still will fit, but the piece is going to get misshapen. So that's the problem I've always had with the Arkham Origins and Blackgate canon, is it feels like a messy puzzle. It's not a very nice puzzle. It doesn't all, like, you know, go together to make something. And when you look at the puzzle, when it's completed, you can see the bent puzzle piece that was smacked into place in order to get it in there. And you can't ignore it. It's like you can see the completed picture, and then right there and right over there is the messed up, smashed in puzzle piece. That's all I've ever said. Does that make sense? Win the match with a villainous character. Oops. I still can't do this, can I? Nope. Nope, I cannot. I don't have any villain Batman. Because he's not villain. Non-human, not villain. Ugh. The only villain is him. Grr! Oh, well. My neighbors are probably like, why are you pounding on the table? Just to emphasize a point.
Let's get this started.
Yeah, but that's all, like... people have always misquoted me saying that I hate Arkham Origins. I don't hate it, it's just I'm aware of inconsistencies and screw-ups. It's just a blessing and a curse. So I also, when playing Arkham Shadow, will probably notice things that don't go together. That isn't to say the story is bad. It just means that somebody kind of rushed the research, or they missed something. Not every person is as thorough as I am, you know? Like I said, it's a blessing and a curse, because...
But I'll take...
But I'm only able to pay attention in detail to things like Arkham. Like, I miss a lot of stuff when it comes to other franchises because I'm not as well versed in that. I know everything about Arkham because of how much time I've invested into those games. Like, I've literally... There's only one other content creator that's played Arkham as many times as me, and that's Arkham Videos. I dwarf every other creator on YouTube the amount of times that I've played and covered Arkham. I have more videos than any Arkham creator, minus Arkham Videos. We're kind of tied. I think he has like 500 Arkham videos. I have like 560. Something like that. And that's just because, like, I continually keep playing the game. So I do, like, live streams every year. I do all kinds of stuff. Like, I do news videos, using Arkham footage and whatever stuff. You know, I milk the heck out of Arkham. I always have. Because I like it. I like the world. I like everything about it. But it's like, when you're so into that world and you hear all the thug speech and you read all the bios, it sits with you. You don't forget it. So then when you play something new, like a prequel game, it's like you're expecting the writer to kind of be at that same level as you a little bit. Like, that they should know this stuff because they're messing with something that takes place in the past, but it also needs to connect to the future. You know what I mean? So it's only because I know that stuff that I understand it more than some people. If I didn't know the Arkham games as well, because it's its own, like, lore, you can't really match the lore with the comic books. But the thing is, if you pay attention, the lore of that universe has already been established with the future games. Arkham Origins, Blackgate, and Shadow all take place 11 years before Arkham Asylum. So that means that in some capacity, they have to make sure that they don't change things in the past, because if they do, then what they've done is they've created a branch timeline. They've created another universe within the Arkham universe. You know, like alternate reality. And they could easily get away with that. It could be like, well, this is another spin on Arkham because of, you know, we changed the point in time or something. And they could always do that if they wanted to, I guess.
1 minute left. Success.
But that's why I've always told people the hardest thing as a writer is you have to pay attention. If you're doing something that takes place in the past of a character, you have to make sure that it meets the present and the future of the character as well. Like, you can't just go and write whatever you want in the past and hope it connects to the future. You need to make sure that very important aspects of the character's past reflect what was mentioned of their past in the later games. Because you have to remember, the beginning of the chapter of Arkham Batman is Arkham Origins. That's the beginning, right? The end of the chapter for Batman is Arkham Knight. That was the end of his story, essentially. We're not even talking about Suicide Squad. But everything that happened and that's referenced in Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and Arkham Asylum, you know, all works together in that universe. Arkham Origins, it sets the beginning of the character's story, but at the same time, it also has to make sense to the future. So when you change how Robin became Robin, and he was no longer adopted now after the circus incident, because you can't, as a writer, you can't say, okay, the circus incident happened 6 months ago, or 3 months ago, and eventually Bruce Wayne adopts him, because that's what they're saying now. They're saying, the circus incident happened, Dick Grayson was very distraught, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then eventually, like, after the Arkham Shadow incident, he's probably adopted by Bruce. That's what I'm thinking. That would make the most sense. Because they would have to, like I said, they're trying to do that whole gray area, where in Arkham Knight it just says, Bruce Wayne, like, the Tony Zuko incident, Dick Grayson later, ends up getting adopted by Batman. So what probably happened is the person in charge of continuity, the continuity officer, or the person whose job is to research when, you know, helping out the author, they missed out on the Arkham City bio. That's the only thing. Because in the other Arkham games, in the Arkham mobile games, there's like a little snippet about Nightwing, and it's very short. It's just like one sentence, basically. Dick Grayson's parents were murdered, Haley Circus. He was later adopted by Bruce Wayne, and then he became the first Robin. So, I mean, right there, as a writer, there's a lot you can work with, right? Because it's right there. It looks like it's open. However, if you go back to the game that came before Arkham Knight, Arkham City is very precise. It says, again, after the murder of Dick Grayson's parents at the Haley Circus by Tony Zuko, Bruce Wayne, who's in attendance at the circus, takes in Dick Grayson at a young age. Later, he becomes Robin. So, I mean, you can't really mess with that because it's already been established that, for one, he attended the circus. In Arkham Shadows, we don't even know if Bruce has attended the circus or not. It was hinted at the end of Blackgate that he was going to go to the circus or something. But according to Arkham City, which is the best Arkham game, he not only attended the circus, but immediately after, like in the comics, he adopted Dick Grayson. And later, Grayson became Robin. He wasn't an orphan. He wasn't running around the streets of Gotham. He didn't become a rat. So like I said, what probably happened, which is the most logical sense, and I'm going to ask Ryan about this point blank. I'm going to be very, very, calm and very whatever. Not going to cause issues with that. I'm just going to be very direct and be like, I noticed that you did this, but Arkham City is very clear on how the whole, Dick Grayson thing happened, whereas Arkham Knight is very vague. Where did you get your idea that Bruce Wayne did not attend Haley Circus and adopt Dick Grayson, like, within that time frame? Like, why make it happen after Arkham Shadow? Like, I would just, like, what type of direction were you guys going in? And did you completely ignore Arkham City, or did you always plan on doing this? That's the question I would ask. Very, very polite, not like, aha, you did this wrong, or something like that. Because, like I said, I don't want this team not to make another Arkham game. But I just can't let this go. I have to know why this happened. Because I did get, over the years, I found out how little errors happened with the Arkham Origins team. Is former team members said that they missed certain parts of the bios in Arkham City. Like, they didn't really pay attention to a lot of the stuff in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City when they were crafting Arkham Origins. Which makes sense, because they were trying to do their own thing. And they also didn't pay attention to certain dialogue from Arkham Asylum, where basically Batman says the first time that Joker ever took over a prison, and the reason why he was so unprepared, was Arkham Asylum.
Let's get this.
However, Arkham Origins and Blackgate, Joker takes over the prison twice, which means that it would contradict the future where Batman would be unprepared. So they weren't listening to all the dialogue that happened, and they were honest about it. They were like, we didn't realize that Kevin actually mentioned in the Arkham game that it was the first time Joker ever took over the asylum. So we were trying to do what we thought Joker would do all the time, which is lay massive traps for Batman and take over the prison. They admitted it. It was like, they didn't listen to everything about the game, and they just kind of were doing their own thing. Which is fine. And there wouldn't be problems if something already didn't precede it. If something comes out, that'd be like... That'd be like saying, okay, Luke Skywalker is a powerful Jedi, but when we remake the thing, he is no longer the son of Darth Vader. He is now a distant family member. Like, he is his brother's son or something like that. And Uncle Owen and his wife are murdered before it happens on Tatooine. And the people that Luke was staying with was not his aunt and uncle. In fact, we don't know who those dead people are, because the real so-and-so is dead. They've always been dead. And Luke is not, the son of Vader or something like that. That's the problems you run into when you do prequel stuff, is you have to make sure that you're following the path that was already laid out for you while also making something new and exciting. You know what I mean? And as a writer, that can be challenging, because it's like, you can feel a little pressure, like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure that I do the fans justice as well as I make a really cool Batman story. And I would say that Arkham Shadow is a great Batman story. It's got a lot of Easter eggs. It's got really good fan service. It has excellent writing. It has some problems, but the problems don't wreck the game. It just, like, kind of, you know, throws a wrench into an already moving bicycle and kind of throws you off the bike.
Computer, log that.
And you go flying into the bushes or off a cliff. Well, probably the bushes. I don't know if anybody's ever had, like, a stick thrown in a bike wheel or something like that. It's not fun. Go flying off the bike. Is my mic out? Yay, my mic is still on. Okay, cool. Let's finish up the Joker thing, and, are we any closer to doing anything? Haha! Alright, there we go. But still not any closer to this! This is insane! This is insane! It is. Alright. Batman Megamix, we're finishing this. Alright, let's go. Da, 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 da. I don't have a villainous character, I can't do it. Alright, this one. Joker. Bring another player in! I'm gonna be this Batman because I can. Yes. Boink. Please tell me nobody threw a stick into my bike? Yes, they did.
Let's get this started.
I was 10 years old. I did not break a limb, though. And Goki, I was wearing a helmet.
Scum like this never.
I was not wearing elbow pads, though. I was wearing knee pads. Suffice it to say, that person was not my friend anymore. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't even remember what the argument was over. I remember leaving the guy's house, and then a few minutes later, a stick was thrown in the wheels of my wheel. Like in the, you know, the metal part of my wheel, and off I went into the bushes. And I don't even remember what the argument was about. I know we weren't friends after that, but I don't remember what it was about.
Success.
It would have been probably 1992, 1993.
And that's why I'm Batman.
Let's see. Alright, that's it for Batman. Alright. Gamewing, you want to try Insanity? You want to try it? What is this one called? This one is called what? Hunter on Trail. Hunter on the Trail. Hunter on Trail. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. There is the easy ones left. I mean, I have to do a lot, Sharon. I have to do a lot.
This is my competition?
Woohoo! Uh-oh. Well, no more being OP anymore. I don't even know how they expect you to get, what's the word I'm looking for? 100,000 points. Like, there must be other rifts that they're going to announce before that Halloween event is up, because how in the world would anyone,
I'll stand on the grave. Match point
hit an enemy 7 times in the air?
for blue team.
Okay.
You're making me angry.
Crushing blow.
Crushing blow. Like, does anybody know if they're actually going to have another rift before that Halloween one is over with?
The world bends to my will. I am inevitable.
The man is Thanos. He just said, I am inevitable.
Glad my auntie wasn't here for that one.
Ooh! Ah.
Guide my blade.
Yeah, I can't even remember what the argument was over, Goki. I have no idea.
Give you some pointers if you like.
I don't know. Maybe it was over a TV show or a video game. I have no idea. But it was enough for me to be like, all right, I'm not going to this guy's house anymore. And it was one of those places where I had to, it was far away because I had to, you know, with kids in New York, we had bikes, we drive everywhere on the bike. And cell phones didn't exist, so I believe I had to walk my bike home because I think something happened to the wheel after the stick got jammed in it. I don't even remember. But I remember what my bike looked like. It was a red, kind of like a reddish neon mountain bike with a white seat on it, something like that. And it was not cool. Not cool to have that happen. Because when I was a kid, my dad flew off the handlebars of a bike and he broke his arm. Like, I guess I was lucky hitting that bush. Still, it was a... I don't know, there's just a very unique feeling about flying through the air. And then slamming into something. It's both a terrifying and exciting moment, you know? It's like, wow, I'm really flying. Oh, wait, now this ride's going to be over. You know? But for the life of me, I can't remember what the argument was about. If it happened in 93, we could have a disagreement over Batman the Animated Series or X-Men or Power Rangers. Could have been a video game at the time. Could have been a Mega Man X game. It might have been a Street Fighter match gone wrong. I don't know. All I know is that was my last time I ever interacted with that guy outside of school. I never went over to his house again. But I can't remember what happened that led to that. I don't know the cause, I just know the effect. Win the match. Ring out an enemy at the top of the blast zone. Freeze an opponent. I can be whoever I want. Alright, let's bring in Bat Tom then. Bat Tom is fun. Yep. Oh yeah, upstate New York is like the country. They have all kinds of stuff. They've got bushes, trees. New York City, not so much. There's lots of concrete jungle stuff. But the countryside is like the Midwest. There's, you know, it's known as, a lot of people in New York City call like upstate New York the boonies. Because it's, you know, it's a very rural area. Which, not knocking country people, I've lived in both the city and I've lived in the country. So, I mean, I know what it's like to live in the country and I know what it's like to live in a big city. I've experienced both of it. I personally like living in the country, but I like the accessibility of the city. So my perfect place to live would be like a place that felt rural, but also had stuff around. The one thing I hated about living in the country was you're so far away from everything. But I like the neighborhoods, I like the peace and quiet. It's also not as loud as the city and stuff like that. But at the same time, you're isolated. One of the counties I lived in when I was a kid, literally it took 45 minutes to drive to the grocery store. So after my parents left the like city area and moved to upstate New York, there was literally nothing. There was one rental store / laundromat. There was a Stewart's. If anybody in upstate or anybody in New York knows what Stewart's is, you know what I'm talking about. There was a Hesh, Hesh? Hess gas station, green gas station. Hess, I think it's Hess. There's a Hess gas station, Stewart's, whatever type of store that is, kind of like 7-Eleven. We had a video rental store and a laundromat combined. And we had like one or two on the outskirts of town. We had a family diner. There was one deli, kind of like a butcher like / deli. A very small mail office. A teeny tiny library and 2 churches. That was the town that my family moved from the New York City area to like the upstate New York. The town population was literally 100 people. Like it was literally in the boonies. We would do our grocery shopping in Vermont, or we would go all the way to Albany, which is like 45 minutes to an hour drive or more. The nearest hospital was at least 40 minutes away. The school was about 30 minutes away, so I had to commute on a bus when I was a little kid, which was not fun. I hated long bus drives. Let's see, what else? And there was nothing around. The closest Blockbuster was like 30 minutes away. And the rental store, which I've talked about this before, the rental store was called Mr. Pete's. Mr. Pete's Rental and Laundry was the name of the store was. And I would hang out there because there was nothing else to do in that town. And that's how I literally became like a gamer, was thanks to Mr. Pete's rental store, because it was cheap. He had NES, Genesis, Game Boy, Game Gear games, and he had a lot of videos. He had better prices than Blockbuster, too. But the downside to the store was it smelled like an ashtray. So for a young kid who wasn't around cigarette smoke much, especially after leaving the New York City area, the store probably didn't get that much business, because as soon as you walked in there, your eyes would like leak from all the cigarette smoke. Like, you could see the smoke rising. He had a perfect selection of NES and Super Nintendo and Genesis games, and you could rent like 2 games for $2 or something like that. Or wait, no. Yeah, 2 games and a movie for $3. But the problem is the whole place smelled like ash and like cigarette smoke, and it was just ugh. No windows either. He didn't have any open windows. The windows were only on the laundry room side. So the only thing that you would see into the store was the glass door to get into the store for the rental side. And then the laundry side was the one that had the ventilation. But that's how I became a serious gamer, though, is like on the weekend I would go to Mr. Pete's and I would rent several games, because I had like a $4 allowance from my dad or something like that. So I would, that's how I became so versed in gaming, is I like literally played so many games a month or whatever because it was cheap. There was no late fee either, but the thing is, Mr. Pete, how do I explain this? Mr. Pete looked like a Batman villain. Mr. Pete was a retired firefighter that had half his face burned off when he rescued somebody in a burning building. He was a firefighter that retired from New York City. And he, you know, came all the way out to the boonies to open up a business because it was cheap, and also his mother was nearby or something like that. So he was a retired firefighter that literally half his face, he looked like Two-Face. He looked like a mix between Jonah Hex, if you guys know who Jonah Hex is, and Harvey Dent. You know, he was a very nice guy, but I mean, he looked freaky. But I never said anything like rude to him about his appearance.
Our stories aren't over yet.
And maybe that's the reason why he was so nice to me and he called me his #1 customer. Because like I never not looked at his face and like, you know, said anything like rude to him or anything like that.
Match point for blue team.
Watching smiles. This time.
I wasn't that kind of kid, you know? Well, oh my gosh, we're gonna lose. Uh-oh. Whoa! I'm trying to let you out. Sorry. Whoa! I missed! Oh! Yeah, I think he had like burn damage or something like that. I don't know what they called it. Like his face was like all burned. He was a very nice guy though, but because of the damage to his face when he spoke, he sounded weird. Like he sounded like do you guys remember what Two-Face sounded like in the animated series? Like kind of like that gruff like cartoon villain kind of like thing. Like his face was like half like one lip was like almost sealed from the burn damage and the other one was like normal face. But it was different than Two-Face because the scar stuff went from the left side of his face to part of the right side of his face. So like one eye was completely sealed shut from the burn damage, and then he had like the scars and like damage to the other side of his face as well, but like his eye was open normally. But like Two-Face, you know, the face is like cut down the middle, like only one side was burned. Like a real looking Two-Face, like a real burn victim, like their entire face can look messed up. So it's like more than half his face was covered in like burns and things like that. So he talked funny, but he was a really nice guy. He smoked a lot, probably because he was in pain all the time. I don't know. Most people who smoked and stuff back in the day, they dealt with it because of like, you know, it made them feel good or it helped deal with pain or something like that. So he was always smoking. The smoke was so bad that my mom never ever went into the rental store. It was just me and my dad because she couldn't deal with the secondhand smoke. She couldn't deal with it. I was devastated. I planned on taking my wife to meet Mr. Pete because I told her stories about Mr. Pete when we were, you know, together and before we got married, and we just happened to be going to college about 2 hours away from the town that I grew up in. And we went back to the small town I lived in, which when I was there was 100 people was the population. Population surged to about like 250 people in that time frame. So we were going back to college, and because we were going to college together in upstate New York, my wife and I, in 2006, the fall of 2006, and I stopped by the old town and I talked to the county clerk or whatever, because, you know, I grew up with him. And I said, hey, what happened to Mr. Pete? Did he retire? And he's like, no, the guy passed away 2 years ago. I was like, no. He's like, yeah. He says he had, you know, he got cancer and he passed away. was like, oh my gosh. It's like, what happened to the laundromat? It's like, oh, the laundromat is now we don't have a laundromat anymore. The building's abandoned. They're going to be building a Wendy's or something there. And it's like, oh. So it was devastating because, you know, I really wanted Amber to meet Mr. Pete. But he passed away. So that hit pretty hard. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Because, you know, wanted to, I don't know, I thought it'd be kind of cool to be like, hey, remember me? I used to come to your store and this is my wife. It's like, because I was a troublemaker of that town. Probably nobody ever thought that anybody would end up with me in the future because I wouldn't say a bratty kid, but I was kind of like Dennis the Menace. So it would have been, I don't know, it would have been kind of nice. He was like a grandpa age, so to speak, but yeah, she didn't get to meet him.
Let's get this started.
So that was rough. Oh yeah, keep pushing the likes. You guys are at 100 likes. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Not underestimate.
All right, Game Wing, let's do this. These guys are kind of nasty, so just do your best. We're at the harder part of the game now, so. Aha! Whoa! I missed. That's bad. Shh. Oof!
Go on. Try that again.
They still didn't die? Holy crap.
Before I rest again.
Did I get him? Nope. And these gremlins live up to the name, man.
That won't work again.
It won't work again, she says, and yet... Whoa. Got him! Alright, we just have to buckle in and we got this. Maybe. Whoa! Good golly, Miss Molly. Ah! Oh my gosh, what?
Match point for red team.
You wish it was so easy.
Oh, I see. These guys are doing something to increase their something. Alright, I sent one flying. Go for Gizmo. Go for Gizmo. Go, 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 go! Oh my gosh.
Your bones will rot before I rest again.
Not now, Link! No! Got him! Woo!
No jokes. That wasn't
Oh my
Maybe
gosh!
next time you'll be victorious.
Don't get wrung out. Yeah, easier said than done. No thanks. Not doing that anytime soon. Whew. Holy cow. Holy shnikes. Okay. Have I earned any Halloween cookies at all? Any Halloween cookies? Yes! Alright, we earned a Halloween cookie. Let's go. Turn those puppies in for another cookie. Another candy. Alright. Well, that happened. Okay. 500 candies for... we have 2 candies out of... How many do we need for Clark Kent? Oh, Mr. Elusive Clark Kent. 6. So I need 4 more. Yeah, easier said than done. Well, actually, you know, we're gonna keep going because this is nuts, though. What is the right way to pronounce Carmine Falcone? I mean, to be honest, I've heard it said 2 different ways growing up. Carmine Falcone, Carmine Falcone. It all depends on, you know, what the writer says, I guess. I'm not Italian, so I don't know what, like... In the animated series, they called him Falcone, I believe. In Batman Begins, they called him Falcone, I think. And then in the 2004, the Batman show, I think it was Carmine Falcone. But you know, like I said, I've heard it so many different ways. It's like... It's almost like the difference between Raish and Raz in you know, Batman fandoms. Some people say it's Raish Al Ghul, some people say it's Raz Al Ghul. And the problem is you've had 2 different types of media that has said it's the definitive way. One said Raish, and one said Raz. Same thing has happened with the Falcone thing. Like, you've had... I've always called him Falcone, because it sounds cooler than Falcone. But... And some people say Carmine, and some people say Carmen. So, I mean, you know... I think Carmine Falcone sounds like more gangster than Carmen Falcone. But... Unless they're going with Al Capone, and they're called, you know... But Falcone, it sounds Italian. 146. You like seeing my face during the Halloween stream? I don't. I hate webcam. There was a lot of judgmental people on the... I was reading back some of the chat, and some people were saying that Amber and I were getting heated about something when we're just... We live stream more than most people, so we're exhausted. So we have circles under our eyes. We're not very expressive. The thing about us that makes our Let's Plays so unique over the past 15 years is our voices are very, like, character-driven. Like, we're very expressive with our diction and our mannerisms and things like that. Our day-to-day life, for the most part, Amber's more expressive with her facial features. My face doesn't really get very expressive. So webcam is completely, really not very beneficial because I have a very blank expression. Like, I've been told that my expressions are like the Batman t-shirt that shows the different emotions of Batman. And people make fun of that. They're like, I remember I was doing something and it was doing a reaction to something a couple of years ago, and people were like, that's not really a reaction. The reactor didn't react. It's like, what a waste of a reaction. It's like, I was on webcam, though. So it's like, you know, we like also the privacy of stuff as well. And it's not like we get any less or any more views with the webcam on or off. Everything stays consistent. So it doesn't really matter. The thing that I would love to do is have, like, whatchamacallit? I would like, no, I don't think it's a good idea to do anything other than characters that I'm very familiar with. Ha! Yeah. Galaxy Batman. No, we're gonna stick with Bruce Wayne. They actually let me play as Batman. I can do this.
Let's get this.
Have I heard about the Penguin show? Yes, I have. I haven't seen an episode yet because I don't have HBO Max currently. I'm gonna get HBO Max in December. Because there's a show we want to watch coming out to HBO Max in December. So it makes sense to pay for it to watch that. We don't currently have that right now. We only have three streaming services we pay for. Ah! And I'm free falling. Die, fool! Oh, nice job.
For blue team.
Oh, that's not good. I think why a lot of stuff happened the way it does with our voices is Amber and I both have like learned different things about like how to use your voice and stuff like that. I did a lot of voice stuff with radio, and Amber was a singer. So when you talk and when you sing, you're supposed to express your emotions through your voice. So I don't think either one of us really, when we're doing our thing, you've had the coaching to do it a certain way with how you speak.
Anyone?
As opposed to like when a camera's on, you're supposed to act. You're supposed to, you know, have emotion and all this other stuff. And the only emotion that really comes out of us when we're live is our voices, because we're able to project and express like all kinds of stuff like through how we're speaking, but our facial features don't really change. So doing reactionary stuff, it doesn't really matter, because the reaction and the way that you're hearing things is coming from our voices, not our faces. Like, even as I'm like projecting and doing all this other stuff, I still have the same blank expression. It's just my voice is the one that's the character. You know what I mean? That's right, Link. Why haven't the likes moved? YouTube, probably. Probably YouTube. Oh, man, are we close to Arkham time? Crap. Hooray. I mean, yay. Yay, I love doing VR so much. No, I don't. I don't like VR. I like the game, but I don't like VR.
Let's get this started.
Oh, I get super nauseous with that VR machine on me. I don't like it.
Time to say goodnight.
I think if I didn't have like a fear of heights and problems with vertigo, I don't think it would be a problem. But for me, it's like, it's horrifying being in that thing. Also, it's really hot. So it's like, I like cool things. And that machine, anything more than 2 hours, it runs so hot. So it's wicked uncomfortable. Also, you know, the whole Sword Art Online thing. In the back of my mind, whenever that thing's in there, it's like, I'm so glad that this thing doesn't have pain and smell receptors, because I would forcibly try to pull it off my head immediately. Because in the back of my mind, every time I have that VR thing on, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get sent to Iron Card or whatever.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, let's go beat up Shaggy. Reflect a... No, I can't do that. Win the match with a Kuroa character. 3 side specials. I could do that. Let's keep the Keaton train rolling. Meow.
Let's get this started. Let's get this over with.
Let's go.
Here I come.
Oh, wait, was I supposed to do side attack? Oh, side attack. Oops. Good night. Holy cow. 1. 2. Whoops. 3. That's 3.
Match point for blue team.
Like, okay, cool. Sure you can.
This is over.
This is over. Is it now?
Miss me?
It hasn't begun! Ah! That's what you get, see?
I forgot I packed that.
Oh, yeah.
This.
Oh, I did a bad job, didn't I? No, I did. Reflect projectile. I can't do that.
Log that.
More spooky! I like spooky stuff. Good job. Good job, good job. Yeah, getting further away from what we need to do. Let's see. I don't even think we've earned that much, though, have we? No, it's not even going to tell me. Okay, whatever. How many Halloween cookies do we have now? This is Halloween. I don't have enough. Dun, 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 dun. Got to earn the cookies now. Let's fight Wonder Woman. Because we can, right? Bring out enemy with projectile. Ooh, a batarang. Okay. Hit up 3 specials. So, sure you can, sure you can, sure you can. Okay. Sure you can! No, I'm not. Goki, I'm not playing anything other in VR. I don't. My wife, if she wants to use the VR machine to, like, go swimming or whatever with fishes, she can do whatever she wants with that machine. I don't like it. I know that some Ultimates have already said that they're going to make me do, like, VR golf and all this other stuff. I can't stop them because there's nothing inappropriate about those games. But for the most part, I am not incorporating VR into my channel. I don't like it. Nothing against people that like VR. It is not my thing. I am a console gamer. I'm not a big PC gamer either. I'm a console gamer. I like consoles. I've always been a console gamer. Technically, I used to be a handheld gamer too because I loved Game Boy and Game Gear and PSP and that kind of stuff. But those things don't really exist anymore. Technically. So, I mean, we don't really have... I think for the past, like... probably 6 years or 7 years, there hasn't been really a portable machine. And I would say that mobile gaming doesn't really count as portable. It's mobile. So I dabble with mobile gaming too, but for the most part, I don't like the immersive experience of VR. And for me, that has to do with problems that I have as an individual. I can't handle heights, and I can't handle vertigo stuff. I get very nauseous. So I can't do it. Wait, win with a character who's heroic? Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up the phone there. Hang on a sec. How is Bruce Wayne not heroic? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. Excuse me. Really? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, whatever. Apparently Bruce Wayne's not heroic. Okay, then. Whoa. Interesting.
Let's get this started.
I already know who's going to make me play a VR game. You want to know who's going to make me play a VR game that's an Ultimate? It's probably going to be VG Shine. And it's going to be golf. It'll be something golf. Bet. In fact, when I started to do the Arkham stuff, I saw his comments where he was like, "Oh, you have the Quest thing." He says, "Interesting." See, I know VG. And VG is obsessed with making me play golf games because he knows I hate golf. So, probably this month, honest to God, I hope there's not a golf VR game, but there probably is. I mean, VR has been around for like almost 10 years now. Most likely there's some type of golf VR.
Match point for
Um,
red team. Just need to change tactics.
Eat money clip. Okay, I don't really have a
Point for blue team.
projectile to hurt you with
It's my time
at the moment. Does that count as a projectile? No. And I'm not knocking VG, I know that he likes to troll me, so. There's only a couple ultimates that I know of that, for the most part, they like me to play things that make me happy, and the other ultimates, like Brady in the past, would have me play games that not necessarily I didn't like, but games that I really didn't want to play.
Part of the plan.
Because I wasn't really big into things like Xenoblade and stuff like that. I like Xenoblade, but I just wasn't huge into it. And also, those were like really heavy, grindy based games. So they're a lot of commitment based. Oops. Yeah, at least 2 ultimates are probably gonna have me play VR after the whole Arkham thing is over.
Nothing personal.
I'm personally hoping that the Arkham game only has, like, 4 or 5 streams left. Because by the time that Mario and Luigi Brotherhood comes out, which I'm eagerly anticipating, I just want to marathon that. In all honesty. So, I'm really hoping that... Because I'm never going to get my VR legs, because I'm always going to deal with this problem with heights and other things, so... It's never going to go away for me. People think, oh yeah, the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. No, I'm sick every time I put that thing on. Like every time I go into that, I always get queasy. It's not fun. It's like somebody saying the more you ride a roller coaster, even if you have problems with motion sick, the better you're gonna get. No, every time you go onto the roller coaster, the sicker you get. It doesn't change. If I was somehow driving the roller coaster, yeah, maybe, but no. Every time you hop into the roller coaster, you're just gonna get nauseous and toss your cookies afterwards. It's not a pleasant experience. Sorry, TMI. Hit an enemy with a fully charged attack. Receive 3 hits while armored. Don't know how to do that. Ring out the enemy with a projectile. Can't really do that either. Unless, is there anybody who has a better projectile attack? Maybe Shaggy? Oh, never mind. I can't do that. Skip that. Wonder Woman, does she have a projectile attack? No. So I guess Batman it is then. You'll try to find something to make me happy next. I don't think you picked a bad game, BJ Williams. We had one ultimate for the longest time over on Patreon.
Let's get this started.
Who they wanted to remain anonymous. I don't know what happened to them. I haven't heard from them in 3 months. They were going to the hospital for something, and then, you know, I hope they're still okay. But they used to always have me play cozy games. And then they said, hey, you know, I'm going to be doing a stint in the hospital. They had cystic fibrosis, or CF. And, you know, they told me, hey, you know, I won't be able to do the whole VIP thing for a while because I'll be in the hospital for a while. And it's like, yeah, no, of course, I totally understand. But, you know, that person really loved watching cozy games. So, you know, they, like I said, honest to God, I hope nothing happened to them. But they haven't been on the channel now for almost 4 months. So it's, you know, I really hope they're okay and they're just, you know, really busy with hospital stuff. But Ultimates have you do all kinds of different things, you know? Which, it's a great, I think it's a wonderful perk, because not necessarily every game that I play on the channel is something that a, you know, high-paying member wants to really see, so they have that option once a month to have, you know, you play whatever they want, within reason. Like, we're obviously not going to play something, like, really raunchy or, you know, something super gory or anything like that, but... what is happening with Iron Giant there? Weird. Can you tell I'm stalling? I'm stalling the VR thing, because I know we're getting close to 9 o'clock and I just don't... I don't wanna... Aw, snap.
Match point for red team.
Sure you can...
Sorry, not that.
I get him? Yeah! There we go. That's a win.
Put that. Ah, there it is.
Winning.
Told you. I'm back.
I'm Batman. Well. Buff the Iron Giant. Yeah, really. Alright, people. Well, if you would like another Multiversus stream, the stream has to get 1,000 views. You guys are at 860 views. Now comes the fun part of the night where we have to test and make sure the stupid sound in the VR machine works. So this could take anywhere between, oh my gosh, 5-10 minutes or longer. Because VR is a pain in the butt to work with. But the good news is we earned enough pumpkin cookies to now have 3 haunted candies. That means the next time, within the next 13 days, within the next 10 days, if we do another stream of Multiverses within 10 days, we can earn 3 more cookies and get the Clark Kent skin. So we're close. We're very close. So let's buy our candy. Here we go. Do that. Yep. Ta-da! Oh, I'm still gonna have to end up paying for something. Because you see here it says 5 of 6. So I can only get 1 more cookie. One more 4,000 cookie. So in the long run, I'll still have to pay 500 Gleamium. Like there's no way around it. Which sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it. So may as well hit that trigger now, because I have the 500 Gleamium anyway. Ow. Curse you, player first games. Alright. So we only have to I can earn 100 Gleamium a day, so it's not a big deal, but it's still kind of annoying. We only need 1 more. Did I do that right? Wait, did I miscount? Crud, I miscounted, didn't I? Yeah, I miscounted. So that would be if I have 4 cookies. 4, 5, 6. So I'm only gonna get 1 more. So I still okay. So I have to do 1,000 Gleamium in total because it was 500 this time. Then I have to do 500 again. Boo! I don't like that. Okay, well, scam. No. Anyway. Darn. So that stinks. Okay, well, not much I can do about that. How many days left of this one? Does it say ends in what? 1 day? 3 days? How many days? Oh my gosh. Ends in 1 day. Eep. I would really like to be able to do another Multiversus stream. So hopefully you guys can do that and we can get into PvP next time and finish off this Halloween thing. Because look, I still have a little bit ways to go still. Still a little ways to go. But thank you to GameWing for being my my sidekick tonight and helping out with the rifts. We're still no closer to earning. Oh, I have 43,000 now. Okay, all right. Well, that's something, but that's still not enough. Still not enough. Quite yet. Yeah, that's a bummer. All right. See you guys on Arkham's Shadow. If you guys want another stream of this, 1,000 views is required. You're at 875 views. So it is possible to swing that, but do your best. It's now the part of the night where we have to mess with VR. So, see you guys on the other side. You'll be redirected to the Arkham Shadow stream, and it should be interesting, I guess. Arkham Shadow will start once it's at 40 likes. You guys are currently at 28 likes to start Arkham Shadow. So, gives me a little bit of time. Time to prep, I guess. Alright, guys. God bless. Happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching Multiversus. And see you on the other side of VR. Woo.